Hi, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is a reading for Aries for the month of July 2020. Aries, this reading is actually stressing me, I'm not going to lie. It seems pretty major, really major, especially getting into the 4th week in July. But yeah, massive changes coming in for Aries that I'm reading for here. I have got a male and a female here, probably even a married couple. Oh gosh, it's intense. I've got I am Kali, from Death Comes Rebirth. I think it's important to remember the rebirth part, okay? I am the dancer who moves through the fire, who wields my sword and severs the cord of energy that entangle you, and who is not afraid of the death that needs to happen. Every act of destruction is an act of creation, and this is no act of pointless destruction and brutality. I am clearing all that is leeching off your energy, draining your strength, and abrading those relationships that cannot do anything but keep you stuck. Whether you realize it or not, you called on me, and I have come to clear the path to destroy that which you have longed to let go of. Something's time has come, and it will be born again, as nothing ever truly dies, it only changes, and that time has come. I am pure fire energy and the Great Mother, and as I dance, the death you face brings you a new life. So working with Kali is extremely powerful, but it is work we all do and all must do. If you have drawn this card, you're working with the energy of fire of the Dancing Mother Goddess, who will teach you how to go through the change you have been resisting and feeling was too much, who will purify and change everything. You must not stay still with the energy. Movement is essential for working with her, and her fierce nature is in fact a test of your own strength. Can you do what needs to be done and still dance? Can you rejoice in the purification of steel energy? Can you walk forward without hesitating? Can you say yes to what will come for you on the other side of Kali's fire? And will you wear your lessons proudly as she does her necklace, and know that this death is an incarnation within an incarnation, a new life within this lifetime born of fire? Crikey, is the major. I've asked what it is, and I have got the Gotcha card and the Singer of Chalice. So it's probably a love relationship, but with the Gotcha card, this is like the Tower card, which is actually in your 4th week, Aries. Oh my gosh, it's huge. This is a really rude awakening, but with it being in reverse, it's something that someone is trying to avoid, but it's just unavoidable. This is like being utterly blindsided by something, and maybe like a shock to the heart, like, you know, you meet someone and it is love at first sight and it changes your entire world, or it just can be in connection with a love relationship that is utterly transforming. So anything that is stuck in your relationship, in your partnership, is going to be metamorphosized by Kali. Anything that's not good for you, that you've been avoiding changing, because there has been stability here. You probably actually live in the same house as this person, and you've both been hanging on, and now it's just going to be, yeah, all change. Now, in the first week, I got super excited because the first card up is the Ace of Coins. So there is something brand new here. It can be a new idea. It can be new money coming your way. It can be a new job. But with the Death Rebirth, it seems to come at the expense of an old job. So now, this can mean, with the Moon card here, I'm seeing as work. And the solution is to end something on the work front. The Moon card can be like a second job, a kind of moonlighting type job, maybe not your main source of income. It can also be like, you know, piecemeal work. So it's like self-employment, but you know, that is feast and famine. You know, you have a really good run and there's absolutely nothing doing. It can also mean that the answer to whatever issue you have might come in your sleeping dream state. That your intuition is going to throw up solutions to your current dilemma, whatever that is for you. Someone could literally be put out a house or leaving a house this week. I have got the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. This is not love related. This first week is all about money and work. So, I mean, it's almost like someone is made redundant and given a lump sum of money, because the Five of Pentacles can be redundancy, it can be a loss of wealth, it can just be falling on hard times for however long that may be, it can even be bankruptcy. But with the Ace of Coins here, there is something, it's not that you have absolutely nothing, you almost are getting paid off from one job, and now it is a case of looking for other employment, really. That's quite possible. Or there's a new job offer comes your way, so you decide to leave the job that you've got, where it's maybe a little bit unstable, the income isn't as consistent. But there's a feeling here of being blocked. There's a feeling here of not being heard, and just deciding to look elsewhere. What you currently have, Aries, work-wise, income-wise, is not satisfying, I don't think. It feels like it's going nowhere. And you really want to expand your horizons. You want something brighter and fresher. Because there's stagnation here. But this Ace of Pentacles is really good, and it really is. I mean, the Key and the Moon are both lovely cards, and they absolutely soften the Coffin card. But there is, without a doubt, an ending of something, and the sort of only the kind of nuanced beginning of something new, which it hasn't really taken form yet. Now in the second week, I've got the Four of Wands in reverse here. So this is feeling unstable. This can actually be leaving a home. It can be moving out. It can be arguments in the home with your partner, with your children. It's just not a peaceful environment. It's not an environment that's giving you any pleasure just now. And it may well be that because of the changes that are likely occurring on the finance front, you might even be struggling to, pay your bills here, or, pay the mortgage, pay the rent. I do think there's more than one person who lives in this house, and it's a struggle. This man here with the cross, this is carrying a hell of a weight, and it's behind him as well, which makes it that bit weightier. This is like the cross you bear. This house, this possible marriage even feels like, is it an albatross around your neck? I don't know where I get that from. And he wants to drop it. I've asked where the weight's coming from, and it's the Ten of Wands in reverse. So he wants to drop this weight. This might be like a couple who are living in a house, and their circumstances have changed, and they literally cannot manage the house, and they need to downsize. It could be something like that. But what he wants to drop, well, he's made a decision with the Two of Wands in reverse here, and maybe a change in plan. Maybe delays to his plans. Maybe you've been trying to sell a house. She's been trying to sell a house, and it's been delayed. What he wants to drop is the Queen of Pentacles. This is usually the wife. It can be a cheating wife with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, or it can be a wife that's really not contributing maybe to the household. The wife of the children. It's like, maybe he's having to take all responsibility for all of the bills, and maybe the female partner here isn't contributing, or maybe isn't able to contribute, and that's proving to be a huge burden. So where he maybe had like his main job and a wee side job here, that for whatever reason that's not working, is not bringing in enough, and he's now like sending out countless CVs looking for anything. But this Ace of Pentacles is real, so there is something here. I just don't know if it's enough. I don't know if he knows whether it's enough. I suspect it's not going to be enough given Callie here. Callie's massive energy. And in the third week, we've got the Four of Swords. This is somebody who's taking the time out. This is someone who's overwhelmed and is having to rest. And it can also mean if someone has had to leave a house, they're in a sort of temporary resting place. And it may actually be like with the bear here in communication. I mean, it might be someone who goes back to their mother's house. The bear can represent the mother. Let me just take another one on that. There's action being taken on a final decision. There's a summing up of the situation here while this person is resting. This is something that's caused them a lot of mental confusion, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, actually, probably confronting this and dealing with it. And I feel there's some sort of formal communication here. It could be with a boss. It could be something legal. It's trying to mend bridges with a boss or a mother, trying to make some sort of appeal here. Let's just take on what we have. But I mean, Six of Wands is at the base of the deck in reverse. There's a lack of success here, really. Okay. Show me the Four of Swords for Aries in the 3rd week in July. What's going on? Yeah, this is just someone in their thoughts, usually thinking about love or a woman, what to do in a situation. The thoughts. Mature man. This is either the man that I'm reading for down here, who's dropping the Queen of Pentacles, but with, could be, or it could be someone older than the person I'm reading for. So this may be someone who's thinking of, you know, reaching out to, a mature man could be their father, grandfather, boss, or guru. Is someone who's a little bit older, at least, if not in years, then in maturity. And they're thinking of having a conversation with this mature man. Oh, and a mature woman. Okay, so this might be literally someone who's going back to mum and dad here, or at least thinking of that, thinking of him throwing in the towel in maybe their marriage, or, you know, being able to make ends meet and just having a time out. Maybe not permanently, but, you know, go back to mum and dad's here. But they're having to, I think, with the bridge card being here, it can be burning bridges and it can be building bridges. I feel that, you know, if this is someone who's not in great terms, imprisonment, this is someone who feels trapped in their current situation. So they may not be getting on brilliantly with their mum and dad or with their folks. This can be a boss, this can be a female boss. But they're trying to mend things. They're thinking very long and hard whilst in respite here about sending a message. And someone who does need help in a situation, and there is a lot of fear. But it's now we really are on the, you know, at the crux of the situation. It's almost unavoidable. If it has been avoided up until now, this is the month when it's happening. Sorry about my noisy kids. And in the 4th week, we have got the Tower, good God, and the Death card, Major Arcana. Tom? Sorry. Tower card and the Death card. This is huge. I mean, I actually felt sick when this came up. Honestly, felt nauseous. I still do a little bit. This is just like major. I mean, it can be a ruin, destruction. It is very Kali. The Sun in reverse has come up on the Tower, and the Emperor is on the Death card. This ending is happening for this man. And this is not a good tower. I mean, it won't feel like it at the time. Very few towers feel good at the time. It's only well after the fact we can look back and determine that it was actually for the best. Why is it Sun in reverse on the Tower for the 4th week for Aries? A courtship. Now, it's not the marriage card. This is usually a couple that are just in like the dating stages. I do have the woman over here. She's coming out below this. She's troubled by whatever's going on here. There's a lot of conflict around her. She might not be letting on with the mask here, that she is trying to move away from this situation. She's got the Four of Wands in reverse again, and the Four of Swords in reverse, so their energies are quite similar. And again, this would sort of suggest that this is a broken home, a broken marriage, a broken relationship. Now, her swords are in reverse, however, so she might be feeling a bit restless about this, or she feels like, you know, maybe she doesn't need as much healing. I don't know. But this is coming down. Courtship with the Sun in reverse and the Tower for Aries. Courtship with the Sun in reverse and the Tower card for Aries. Bad health. Now, with this combination, this actually just can be a couple that are in a sexual relationship but not necessarily married. But it can be an extramarital affair. Right, bad health here. I mean, it can just be that simple that, you know, the relationship's in a bad way. Why is bad health here on courtship for Aries? Why is bad health on courtship? Oh, no. Bad health on courtship. Oh God, yeah. Is that Epona? Yeah. This is bad. As in, you know, people's mental headspace is bad. This is feeling really stuck in a situation. This is literally having fucking nightmares. It can be someone who's even got mental health issues, and this could be a bit of an emotional breakdown. Almost sort of feels like it needs to happen. Show me the Emperor with the Death card. Maiden in reverse. And I have got the Child at the base of the deck as well. Oh gosh. I mean, this can be that, you know, someone's not getting the new beginning that they had hoped for. There's just nothing opening up for them. But this can relate specifically to a child and a birth. God, Aries, I don't know what to say. It is a general reading. Why's the Maiden in reverse? Why's the Maiden in reverse for Aries? The song I got on this was You Know My Name from Casino Royale. There's no communication here. Nobody's talking about it. It's almost like someone can't see where to go from here. Everything is unwritten. Everything's been wiped away, and it needs to start from scratch with new decisions to be made. And there is pain here, but there is a feeling of moving away from conflict. When the dust settles on this, what is, you know, rebuilt is going to be cleaner, healthier. Okay, please give me advice for Aries that I'm looking for. What advice can you offer Aries for the month of July? What advice can you offer Aries for the month of July? Aries for July, please, for it. You know, Mars is moving into Aries and it's there for 6 months, which is, you know, pretty intense to say the least. Advice for Aries for this July month, and Carrie. Advice for Aries for July. Talk to me. Advice for Aries. Oh my goodness. Advice for Aries. Okay, and take note of intuitive messages which came up in the first week and stay rooted and grounded. Drop your shields. If you need to reach out, you need to speak to someone, to your parents, to whomever, do it. Don't wait until we get to here, you know. If you're in a position where you know this shit's about to hit the fan here, don't, just do what needs to be done. Here we go. Take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. The Earth Guardian represents the angels of earth who bring the medicine of feeling grounded and strong. They are protectors of the land and the planet and can help you connect with your mission here and how you can support the evolution of the planet. The Earth Guardian on the card is a beautiful part angel, part elemental who is non-binary, showing that they are a divine being without a human gender. Their staff adorned with a dream catcher shows they have the capacity to help you ground your dreams in reality. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what is to be done. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. This is the seed. So there is a seed in the first week, and it's just a case of, you know, where you go with it. But I would say, Aries, given how this fourth week looks, take the steps you need to in terms of preparing when you're like in a really settled, and don't wait for like that, you know, fiery, tumultuous moment to, you know, because this Knight of Swords with Judgment and the Moon is not good. This is someone who's not acting in a balanced, you know, mindset. This is action taken from fear and anxiety, and that doesn't usually end well, so it may even exacerbate the problem. There is always free will, and if you were to change any of your natural responses in this month, you may indeed even change the outcome. That is your reading, Aries. I do hope you find it useful. Please look after yourselves. Bye bye.